Okay, we are live. Message came up, but I think we're still good because it's still counting. All right, should I wait a second for people to get the opportunity to join? You think?
I should call Blade.
Blade, watch our live stream so we have a viewer.
Please.
I guess we'll just get right into it. We don't want to wait too long. All right, so I'm Andrew. I am the creator of the Armored Guardians as well as the writer, director, and I play Sentinel or Aaron. All right, I got a notification about us live streaming, so I know you did too. Subscribers.
Yeah, we got one.
Woo! All right, and Thomas, introduce yourself. It could be.
My name is Thomas. I just wear the suits, and I play poor acting as Jacob.
That's a good summary.
That's about it.
That's a good summary. So basically, we thought we would jump on a live stream without letting anybody know, because that's how you get views.
Oh, yeah.
So, first things first. Thank you guys for watching the Armored Guardians Chapter 1. We just hit, I think, 5,000 views. Not that that's crazy or viral or anything, especially in today's terms, but that's more than at least Thomas was expecting. Thomas saw it was like, that wasn't worth 5,000 views.
To me,
So, but, so we wanted to say thank you, because we had a lot of awesome comments, which we are going to read, the main point of this video. But before that, I wanted to announce we are doing a quick side story project focusing on Taylor or Armored Guardian Talon, and that is going to come out hopefully during the summer. Before Chapter 2, it is mandatory viewing. I mean, I'm not going to make you watch it, but it's going to make the rest of the story make a lot more sense. And it's going to be really short, maybe like 5 minutes. So I don't think it's going to delay Chapter 2 much at all. But without further ado, let's get on to the comments. So really, we're just going to be addressing ones that are either questions or ones that are really long, because some of you guys had a lot to say.
Do I pick and choose which one? Or
Yeah, just any that are questions or a decent amount in length, I guess.
Do this first one or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I cannot pronounce names in my laptop.
Don't even worry about the names. It's YouTube. Nobody even knows why they give themselves the names they have.
I'm sorry if you're watching this. They said, "What is this? A new American Common Writer adaptation?"
Pretty much, yeah. It's just essentially in the style of Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, adapting Kamen Rider Ryuki, or more commonly, adapting Super Sentai to Power Rangers, just with a next to no budget and a really simple story, and that's really all I can say about that. So yes, it is technically an adaptation. I had somebody say, we'll probably get to it, somebody say it's the sequel to Dragon Knight, which, sure, if that keeps you invested, then sure. I don't think you've seen Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, have you?
No, I haven't.
It's like the one decent American Kamen Rider adaptation, like, ever.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
We have some comments real quick.
I can't read that.
Show my footsteps in the series. How do we not have more fan series in America?
True, I've read it and it didn't register.
Okay, we're gonna keep going on with the comments
so sorry.
from the video. Sorry, the way we have this set up, we can't read questions super well. But thank you for watching. We've got 14 people on right now, which is about 14 more than I thought we'd have. So, all right. Next question or comment.
Okay. There's one where it mentions that we have poor acting, which is respectable.
Yeah, none of us are full-time actors or competent people. So,
No.
so we're not much. We're not very skilled in the acting department at all.
We are not. We are not. This one's long.
The comment you got that I think you're talking about, a friend of mine showed me your first episode of the series. How do we not have more fan writer series in America and it being cool?
Oh, thank you. I don't know if that means that there are others and they're not cool, or that like you're not sure why there aren't more in general. But thank you. Is it Lucas? Thank you, Lucas.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
I don't know why I said it so quiet. Okay. I kind of missed this style of fan film. A couple of friends, a camera, and a crazy idea. Surprised to see a guy inspired one since it's not easy to do the suits compared to simpler Rider or Super Sentinel / Power Ranger cosplay.
Okay, so yeah, the idea is very crazy, and the cast is very small. There's only like 6 people total, and 2 of them are only voice actors, so you'll never see them. But the reason we did Gaim in particular is just because Gaim is super special to me personally, and we thought about doing a couple other writer adaptations a few years ago. Like we sat and wrote out a whole Kabuto adaptation script, and it would have just required way too big of a budget. Just like the first draft of the Armored Guardians had it would have required a huge budget. It was like, imagine like if Kamen Rider met Star Wars. It was like interplanetary war. And that's not something you can do with no money. So,
This was just funny because to me it's just not true.
what is it?
The sound design for this is really good. Keep making dope stuff.
Oh, I bet when we had someone say the sound design is really dope. So he's probably talking about the crawler sound and bringing it back to Star Wars. The Star Wars or the crawler sound is ripped straight from Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. The big green praying mantis creature. It's called the Acklay. It's just that sound. That's why it makes the same 2 sounds over and over again. Is because those are the only two.
Loop.
Those are the only 2 clean sounds that it makes throughout the whole movie.
Yep.
So.
Appreciate the compliment. Sorry, I did not
Yeah,
take it like that.
no,
Sorry.
no, I appreciate the comment. It's just I'm not to thank for that.
Put the Larcy buys from Team.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It only hurt my feelings a little bit.
That's funny. Oh man,
At least it's a funny roast.
that is true. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I told them we had some really long comments. You guys had a lot to say, and I mean that in the best way possible. Like I really loved reading all of your comments. We got like 150 comments, I think, which is insane. Because I thought we would have gotten a couple like nice thumbs up, and that would have been it. But okay, so let's get started with this one here. Who is this one from? We'll name this guy because
Reverend 630.
Reverend
Reverend.
Brevin 630. Yeah, sorry Brevin.
You want to read it because I'm illiterate.
Okay. This is a really strong start. There were some audio issues, as many others have pointed out, but one of the things I wanted to focus on was the mixing of in-suit audio with the ambient background noise. Okay, so I read this earlier. I am a complete newbie when it comes to sound mixing. I don't know how to really mix a lot of sounds very well together at all because we've actually been making short films and things like that for a really long time, but this was the only thing that really required like really like close attention to detail. Like sound mixing. So the sound mixing is garbage. I will completely concede to that because it was basically my first time doing it. And hopefully for the Talon project and as well as subsequent chapters, I'm going to get a little better at that and I'll be able to spend a little more time doing that because I'm aware that's probably our biggest area of needed growth. Is sound design for sure.
Yeah, because Andrew was like, I could put every sound effect in, but that
See,
would
that's
just
the
take 6
thing
months
is
to
the sound could have been really good if you wanted to wait another year for it to come out. So like, it would have drove me crazy, and honestly, probably still wouldn't have been that great. Okay.
Do you want to read the 3 paragraphs, or do you want to just skip it? Appreciate the comment.
Well, just read this middle comment right here, or the middle paragraph there.
I really like how you use the shadows at 9:20. Complete accident.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, is we tried that shot where I jump off the ledge, which I was not supposed to be on, by the way. That might have been a restricted area just a little bit. And so I jump off the ledge, right, and then I do a spin kick into the crawler, which was Thomas in the suit. By the way, 90% of the time you see the crawler in the episode, it's Thomas. So Oh yeah, but we had a really hard time getting that shot because I think that was the day that it was just us.
Mm-hmm.
It was just us out there, and so we had to set up the tripod. What, were you there that day?
I think I was.
Okay. Well, either way, we had a really hard time getting that shot, and so basically what happened is we looked at that take where we are mostly off the screen, and you mainly you pretty much just see the shadows, and then I was like, wait a minute, that kind of works.
This is cinema.
So
right here.
that makes me look about 10% more artistic than I really am, and I'll take that. I'll take that to the bank.
It's a phrase.
It's not a good one.
I was
I won't say it again.
I was gonna say. I didn't think that was a phrase.
All right, next one. Oh, hold on. Salutations, just a new fan passing through. Hi.
How you doing?
Y'all should try to do a collab with Zenith Films for the Gaim Tokuger crossover specials. Well, the way they do things over at Zenith Films is that they explicitly take footage from Super Sentai. I mean, they use a lot of their own original stuff too. I'm not trying to bag on them, but all of their Ranger stuff is they take that specifically from Super Sentai, and that's completely fine if they want to do that for their approach. But my approach for the Armored Guardians was to use literally 0% Gaim footage, which is why it doesn't look good. And
Yeah.
but I wanted to really do something completely original because I'm doing this to really up my own cinematography game, as well as filmmaking game in general, and using Gaim and Kamen Rider as a sort of a stepping stone / inspiration, because I would say Gaim is probably one of the biggest things that have inspired me ever. But as for doing a crossover with them, that's probably not going to happen. They're also working on another project. I think they're trying to do a Q Ranger adaptation right now. So I doubt they'd want to scrounge their whole Tokuger. I forgot what their name was for it. I don't think they want to dig up that cast that they had. I don't know how long ago they did that, just for a reunion with us. Do an OG take on Gaim, and I love it, so I get it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked our very original spin on Gaim, because I wanted it to echo Gaim. I wanted things to feel familiar, but I didn't want people to watch it and be like, I've seen this before, but with better acting and effects. So that was kind of a big draw of wanting to make something original, and a big reason why we used the prototype suits as well, and not just because they were easier to make.
It's like they turn on Gaim to actually watch it. They turn on our stuff to make fun of it.
Yeah. Someone did say our show was Timu Gaim, and I mean, I can't get too mad at that. Oh, they're doing Ju-Oger now? Oh, I did watch their first episode of their Ju-Oger adaptation. That was fun.
Wasn't.
I kind of wish they did more in-suit stuff themselves, but they do a lot of their own stunts as well, so it's good stuff. Okay, we've got our next comment.
Action Figure Theater presents. I'm here for it. My only critique is your shot framing is just odd.
Oh, I read this one, yeah.
Like other people feel weirdly close to the camera at odd angles. I mean, if it's a personal stylistic thing you are doing, then do you just... I can't read.
Do you want me to
Oh
do
my
it?
gosh. Then do you...
No, it's okay.
just doesn't land with me personally. Then do you just...
Yeah. So basically, if you're, I wish you would have used a couple of examples, because there is a scene, the car scene, that I think is way too close.
That was funny.
The car scene looks bad. I'll admit that. And the car scene is literally Thomas and Blade in the front two seats. And so I've got my phone just shoved right in front of their face, and I can't really see what's on it very well, because I can't be right in his face as he's driving. And really just having the phone next to him was a big enough hazard. So I watched it back and I was like, well, that's not great, but I can live with it. But as for other shots where people are too close to the camera, the only thing I can say to that is that, believe it or not, I do have some film experience. Okay, we've made some short films and I took a film class. And
Doesn't
so
count.
it's not real film experience, but it's something. But a big thing I wanted to try and avoid was negative space, because negative space is just a really easy way for people to get bored of what you're watching. And so I probably subconsciously thought, well, I'd rather have the camera a little too close to the action as opposed to too far away, again, because of trying to avoid negative space. So that could be what that was. I actually thought a lot of the shots were kind of decent looking. Nothing like cinema, masterpiece level, like big Hollywood budget stuff. But I actually didn't think a lot of the cinematography was that bad.
I mean, the camera was literally your phone.
Yeah, for an iPhone shot production, I think it's pretty okay. We can go to another one.
I kind of want to point out the rest of the comment.
Okay.
And the fight stuff, just work on getting it down better, so you can do it faster and thus make it more impactful. That is true. I do get it, but also the helmets are kind of hard to see.
Yeah. I understand. It does look a bit slow in person. But trying to get that movement down, like, dude, trying to get choreography down in the suit, it's a completely different beast. Because you can watch from, I think, 4 years ago now, wow, our Jedi versus Darth Revan duel, and we are moving like lightning in comparison. We were using the Star Wars prequel choreography as a inspiration for that, and so we were going like, it wasn't as good as, the prequels, obviously, but that's where we got our inspiration from. And you just can't move like a Jedi in a Kamen Rider suit.
No,
You just can't do that. And, like, we're going to try really hard. But, can you turn up the lighting a bit so I can see the... Oh, this is the only lighting we can do for right now.
Put the light bulb in the light.
Sure, I got you, dog. That didn't help. That didn't help.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. We do have our helmets up there, if you can see though, and some of my Gaim stuff. So it's a pretty appropriate
Just push the flag.
setting. Yeah, I'm worried that blinded somebody.
This is homemade production right here.
Yep.
Yes.
No, please turn that off. That's gonna give me a headache.
Let's
But
go.
next comment, please.
But yeah, the helmets were hard to see. The crawler suit definitely was harder. There's a video of me falling if you want to see that.
Oh, please watch our behind the scenes videos for the Armored Guardians. We have 2 up right now. We're gonna post more once we start production on the Talon project and Chapter 2. But there are 2 behind the scenes videos as well as a Q&A that you guys should watch if you liked Chapter 1, because that has a lot more of just the background information. I will say real quick, Chapter 1 was much more of a what's called a cold open episode, where that was the intention, but I realized when I was writing out Chapter 2 in the Talon project, like, wow, I was like, the viewers don't know anything yet from watching Chapter 1. Like,
You really don't?
almost nothing makes sense. And so if you were confused, I apologize. That was my intention a little bit, but
You know it's bad whenever the people made it are like confused.
I get it, but like
I don't.
I realized watching it back that like this doesn't make a lot of sense from this is your first perspective like in this world. So my apology. It will make sense eventually. I promise. I can't promise, but I'll try.
I'll be just as surprised as you guys will be. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Next one. How long did it take to make this? Does the cost? Whoa! To make this, does the costumes are really good?
Okay,
what it
so
says.
how long does it take? How long did it take to make this? So total production time was about a year when you take the props under consideration, because I was actually not planning on doing I do cosplay stuff, and I was just planning on making the Sentinel or Greedon suit for me to cosplay. But this has been something I've wanted to do, the Armored Guardians. I wanted to do this for 8 years. The first script was written in 2018, and if you thought Chapter 1 was mediocre, you should read that thing. But but total production time for this chapter was about a year. It took 14 filming days specifically, and then a few months to make the props. So it ended up being about a year, and then a lot of editing to do after the fact. So
Yeah.
I hope it was worth it.
A Kamen Rider adaptation at this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country.
I'm not really sure.
Kentucky.
I'm not really sure what they meant by that, but
I like that one.
yeah,
Makes me think I remember that one time at that one place.
yep.
Oh gosh.
Oh, this is a good one. I
So
like this
much
comment.
words.
Do you want me to read it for you?
Yes.
Okay. I used to watch Kamen Rider as a kid, forgot the name, but the rocket guy. So that's Forze. It's the one you call Buggy Boy. It's the
Buggy
it's the white and
Boy.
orange one. You can describe all of them like that, though, is what's funny. But,
This one looks like a particular bug.
what? No. Hold on. No, not you. My phone was being weird.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, do you should ban you?
No, they haven't banned us yet. Okay, I used to watch Kamen Rider as a kid, forgot the name of the rocket guy was, but, oh my goodness, forgot what the name of the rocket guy was, but this is a good fan film. But there are some improvements in the editing and the characters. When the characters talk, it feels kind of unemotional or little to no personality. Aside from Alex, he was deeply excited about seeing the playground like a drug dealer offering him blue candy. So, yeah, Alex was
Yes.
definitely supposed to have some, like, slightly pothead vibes. And I mean that in the nicest kind of way. That's not an attack on potheads. But yeah, a lot of... really none of the characters have a lot of emotional depth in this episode because it is still the pilot episode. And I really don't want to give spoilers. Like,
And we suck at acting.
and we're not good actors. So, like, that's a big thing to consider.
Can y'all sing? No.
I can sing, but not well.
With auto-tune.
So, like, even with auto-tune, it's a stretch. But I've tried it, and it doesn't work. Okay, and the acting could have some soul into them, like, take, for example, okay, Ultraman stuff. I ain't good at explaining stuff, but I'm an absolute dog water for being a critic, but I do want to see the characters have some unique traits that distinguish their entire personality and themselves. I kind of see some potential in this series, so keep up the good work and don't let your ego consume your heart. Okay. So like I said, the characters have a long way to go in their emotional journeys. I really can't get into specifics there. Because I really don't want to give away spoilers. Like, I really hate to, like, try to pretend like this series is, like, that big of a deal. But I also want people to be invested and to stay around. And obviously if you spill the whole story immediately, that's not really going to happen. So I have to pretend like this is more important than it really is.
Bro put it in Spanish and said, please, I want it in Spanish.
I cannot upload in Spanish. I could, I guess, pay someone to to translate it. I took 2 years of Spanish, and
Didn't know.
it's gone. It's gone. I'm sorry.
This is awesome. Will there be variants of the crawlers later in the series?
I don't want to answer that, but by saying that, I think that reveals yes. There's probably going to be at least one type of crawler variant in the future. Oh. Let's read that one, because I'd like to talk about that.
I can't read that.
Why didn't you use the English version of Just Live More? Okay, so Just Live More, Gaim's theme song, was, like, mentally off limits for me, and we'll get more into this later. I did not want to use Just Live More because it's just too Gaim. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The theme song for Gaim is too Gaim. And a lot of, and we're going to talk about this later, a lot of Gaim's advertising and motifs lean very heavily into Japanese aesthetic and culture, and that's not something I feel comfortable trying to replicate. So using Unperfected World, which is Baron's second or third theme song, is, well, for one, just one of my favorite songs of all time, and also it just felt more coded for this show. So I will not use Just Live More in probably any chapter in any variation. And if he's talking about the English version that I think he is, that's owned by somebody else anyway. That was created by a fan. I don't think there's an official English version of Just Live More. There is an orchestral version though, and it's really good. Do you approve of the Harry Potter films? I don't want to answer that because I don't want you to go away.
I've never seen it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've
Don't-
never seen it. I'm probably not going to either. Probably not.
I promise, if you're a Harry Potter fan, the less I say about Harry Potter, the better.
I've seen the memes. Those are funny.
I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't read that comment. I prefer zombies. I'm not sure what we're talking about, but zombies are cool. Yeah, let's go. I'm sorry. Next one. Wait, why does the crawler kind of look like Kabuto? Was that intentional or am I delusional? Yes, that was intentional. So, the crawlers look like Kamen Rider Kabuto because their original design was supposed to be a really demonic, scary design. And I just couldn't really make something that I was very happy with. with that aesthetic, so I wanted to bring it back to a more bug themed, but not in the Invis kind of way. Like I wanted them to feel very different from the Invis, because that was a big part of making a new identity for the Armored Guardians that wasn't just Gaim, was not using the traditional suits from the show and not using the Invis. So having a like blood red insect looking crawler, I think really helps with a different identity. But yes, it is vaguely inspired from Kamen Rider Kabuto. Okay. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier. Yeah. So someone said, I think Gaim is the most not suited Kamen Rider to adapt to American or European audiences because the armor is too Asian. I think it'd be better to use Drive, Kiva, Wizard, or Saber because the story and costume are more universal. So I heavily disagree with this, and that's okay. Like I told him, we already talked it out. We're all good. This was the guy that I was worried I made unsubscribe, by the way. But so I think it's totally okay to use things like Gaim that do clearly have a Japanese motif and aesthetic. As long as, in my opinion, like the boundary has to be like you can't make this to where you stole it from a Japanese character, or like you're asserting yourself as Japanese or Asian in some way. And I quoted this, or I referenced Power Rangers Samurai, because Power Rangers Samurai, well, for one, is awful, but it also really leaves kind of a weird taste in your mouth, because they have a guy that is very blonde and very white, and I can say that because I'm white as a Kleenex, and I didn't want to go there, but we had to go there. And so in my opinion, it's just really weird to have him be the successor of a Japanese like temple and like Japanese or like owned powers and things like that. I understand Power Rangers is American, so you want to have a diverse cast. I'm not saying there's a problem with having a diverse cast. Not that white and blonde is super diverse, but you know what I mean. And so basically, I understand what his concern is that most people will not relate to or could even feel uncomfortable with Gaim's aesthetics, which are largely Japanese. But I pointed out to him, most of Gaim's writers are not Japanese themed anyway. Even the ones that are Asian themed, like Ryugen, for example, is Chinese themed specifically. So you literally have like writers from like all over the world with different inspirations. You've got knights, things like that. So in my opinion, it really, by like using plenty of each type, we're establishing more of a mythic warrior type theme, as opposed to like a localized, like we took this from Japan type thing. Obviously it does look Japanese. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's not Japanese. It literally, we kept the samurai aspect in the name with Armored Guardian Samurai. There's no running away from that, and I don't think you should have to run away from that. But I do see where he's coming from, where like some people would consider that a little more difficult to market. But again, I just love Gaim so much it wouldn't matter. It didn't matter to me anyway.
Is this Power Rangers? Close
No.
enough.
No, next question. Thomas, they're gonna come for you for saying that. They're not gonna be happy.
No, like honestly, whenever we were getting this out there, I had to like talk it down to people that just didn't know Kamen Rider. They're like, "So is it Power Rangers?" I'd be like,
You
"Sure,
probably
dude."
in some cases maybe you should just say yes. Just okay, that's fine.
Just watch it. Just
Oh, this was a question that I didn't really understand. He says, will there be some anime scenes for this adaptation from the Kamen Rider show? Because that would be sick. I don't really know what he means by that. I'm guessing one of two things. One, he could mean, are you going to use Gaim footage in the show? And no, I've covered that already. We're not. It's all going to be original footage. Or two, he could mean, are there going to be some hand-drawn scenes? And like, well, this doesn't have a budget or that kind of talent, so no. No, it's going to be the same mediocre cinematography you saw in Chapter 1. I'm sorry.
this is all that's it. The whole.
Will you hold your phone?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is the Spanish.
Sorry, we're getting readjusted here a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I think this is the only one we
Did we read that already?
did. We?
Yeah.
Okay. I see the paragraph. I go, oh.
Yep.
Kamen Rider Gaim in America. What?
Yeah. I'm guessing a few people were not expecting that.
Was it low budget? That much.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were really surprised to see a Gaim adaptation because Gaim is 13 years old at this point, and so a lot of people like if there was a company like Hasbro or something that wanted to adapt a Kamen Rider season, they definitely wouldn't go for anything from the 2010s. They would definitely pick something from the 2020s.
Yeah, this guy was like, I would never imagine there was a fan-made project of Kamen Rider on 2026.
I'm not really sure why that the year would stop you, but
I mean, it's probably because the Gaim is like what, like
13 years old.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't think we've read that one yet. We're trying to get to a lot of the comments that were really long
That we did.
and okay, we already read that one. It might not give you access to all the comments.
Probably not.
We already read that. We'll read the next one after that. This is really fun. I love the costumes you guys did, and the episode was a lot of fun to watch. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So I wanted to go for a tone that wasn't really like fun, because a lot of fan films either go way too fun or way too dark. And see, like, I prefer like serious kinds of stories, and that's really a difficult balancing act because you can definitely go too serious and too dark, and people don't like that. And I admit I don't like that either. At least not when it's done right. At least with this kind of genre. So I didn't want to make anything that felt like too fun and casual, but not like dark and depressing. But I do think it is a little bit of an odd thing to say after the end of the episode, to say it was a fun thing to watch. But I appreciate that. If you guys, we're just about out of comments here. If you guys want to comment anything right here on the stream while we're on,
Or just roast Andrew. You can do that too.
or you can roast us. No, don't do that. If you guys have any more questions while we're on, because I think we've already been through most of these already. At least most of the ones that it lets. We'll read that one real quick. Hell yeah, cardboard costumes and a couple of friends, my type of fan film. I appreciate that. Most of them, I think only half of them have cardboard elements, and then half of them have 3D printed or EVA foam elements. So it's really just like a mix of different things.
When does chapter 2 come out?
When does chapter 2 come out? Thank you for your question. I have no idea. I gave 2 release dates for chapter 1. Chapter 1 was originally going to come out November 11th of last year to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Gaim Gaiden 2, and that didn't happen at all because we had some serious rewrites we had to do. And then we had to change, we had a lot of scheduling things come up, and we had some serious weather issues. So then it got pushed to February, I think 26th, which was just an arbitrary date that I thought I could meet, and then we didn't. And then so we just threw out the episode 4 days ago. I think it was 4 days ago. So I don't want to give you a date for chapter 2. I will say chapter 2, I'm hoping it can come out by November or December of this year. And I know that's a long time, but that's another reason why I wanted to do things like the Talon project, which is called Excerpt of Talon, and hopefully that will come out by like June. And then we're gonna try and do like regular updates and just some fun videos to pad out the time, because I realize that's a long time to expect people to wait, but I guess to me it doesn't seem like that long because, like I said earlier, when I wrote the first draft for just chapter 1 8 years ago, and it was very different than what you guys saw. It went through a lot of changes, some for better, some for worse, but so I don't want to give you an exact date. I would say it'd be really cool if I could try to hit that November 11th date again, but I will tell you guys, we actually do have some stuff from chapter 2 and chapter 3 shot already, because it was going to be included in chapter 1, but we're changing the way we're essentially conveying the information of the story. So I don't want to give you an exact date because it's probably not going to happen, and because it adds a lot of pressure on me, and I'm trying to keep this a fun thing to do.
Due date stifle creativity.
Yeah.
And so that he can post it at 12 in the morning.
I posted chapter 1 at 7 p.m., sir. I'll have you know, like a normal person.
No, right.
Have you seen any? Oh, I like this comment. I'm only a minute and 50 seconds in, and I can already tell a lot of passion went into this. So yeah, that's about all we had on our side, was a bunch of passion on my part, and a lot of, yeah, it's mostly just the theme song that you would have seen by that point, which makes sense. But you know, maybe while we're on, we should just do a reaction to the whole episode.
They saw my poor running in basketball shoes and was like, this is some passion, right?
No, it could be a lot worse. I've seen some much worse running in basketball shoes.
True.
Oh, Blade commented, "This is so awesome."
Young Goblin.
That is Blade, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's got to be Blade.
That's Alex, if you guys don't know that.
Yep. Blade did a fantastic job. We actually almost had somebody else play Alex, and I'm very glad that fell through, because he would not have done the same.
No, he will not.
Yeah, if you guys have any more questions while we're still on.
Do you want to talk about anything else about the production? Like locations and things like that?
No.
Bro, I'm trying to make it go because we don't have any comments to.
Oh, hi, Luke. Luke, what's your question? What's up, buddy?
Why is Andrew so short?
We don't need to talk about that. That's a genetic shortcoming. I had no control over that. No rush, Luke. You're good.
Bro,
I'm
he's
not.
Like mid-typing.
I'm 5'7". I'm not good.
What?
But we'll keep looking through some comments here. How did we go through comments that fast? There was like 150 of them. Here's my question before I ask. I need you to know something. Okay, what's up, Luke? I feel like I'm gonna regret asking this, but
You good?
what do you need to tell us? I had stage 4 lymphoma 3 years ago, and now it's gone. That's amazing. That's amazing, Luke. I'm very happy. Very happy for you. Legitimately.
Glad you're feeling better, man.
I hope you've got many years left ahead of you, Luke.
Yep. That way you can make fun of this guy.
Thomas, stop inviting that. But yeah, whenever you're ready with your question, Luke, we're good.
Why did it take so long to bring out the first episode?
That's a fair question, considering the outcome.
Yeah. That's all that actually. M got 25 likes.
You took, like,
26.
you would be fun to play Dungeons and Dragons with. Oh, that's not Luke. Oh, I don't play Dungeons.
Oh, that's not Luke.
I was like, that's not a question, Luke. You lied to me. But, oh, that's nice, Luke. No, I can't say I've tried that. I will look into it and see what the medical professionals think. But as far as Dungeons and Dragons go, sorry.
I've also never played it.
Yeah, it's not my thing. I'm sorry.
It's not.
It's fun.
No, I like it.
Oh, nice. Nice. It's peak. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I appreciate all the people that told us that Chapter 1 was peak. Because I'm not sure I can fully agree with you.
Someone
No.
said what doing.
Yeah, I saw that. What it looked like we doing? What's up, Elizabeth?
So there is no Great Baja Blast.
Okay, before you say anything
Aw.
too personal, we're on a live stream right now.
Are there actually people on it?
Yeah.
There's 7.
7?
There were
was-
16 a minute ago.
There
though.
was.
No, then I walked in, so then
Yep.
Yeah. What you want?
there's no Great Baja Blast.
Really?
There's like a midnight thing.
Hi, Ariel.
It's like,
What's up, Ariel? We're
Isn't that
taking
great?
questions if you would.
I don't know.
Or was it purple?
It's purple, but it's like.
Thank you for subscribing.
There's a purple one at Taco Bell, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's grape either.
Luke, I'll have to find some downtime later to do that. This is not that kind of live stream. You're free to do whatever you want with your channel. You know, like, don't read it. You good?
Okay.
What is it?
Don't worry about it. Trust me. Trust me. Don't worry about it.
TikTok?
No, this is on YouTube.
If it was TikTok, it'd be something.
What K-pop genres do you listen to? I don't. I'm sorry.
BTS.
I love the
BTS.
We have two BTS supporters in the room.
Huntrix.
I'm leaving.
Cat's Eye. I like
Okay,
that
bye.
one too.
Just genres in general. See, I don't like asking or answering this question about music because, like, no one listens to just one type of music. You know what I mean? I feel like it'd be like asking, like, what food do you eat? Like, what meal do you enjoy? I guess that's not a stupid question either. I like rock music. Okay.
I like the basic white girl music. I listen to Rihanna.
Yes, white girl music is the best.
Like
There's no better choice for workout music.
Will that stay if I get up?
I will if I hold it.
we're talking about like back old time Rihanna, Cupid, Call Me Maybe's up there.
That's a good one.
The one Lady Gaga song that gets played all the time on Reels. The one that-
Mythic, what is your question? Oh, to address an earlier question, do you guys like anything? No, we don't. I hate everything.
Oh gosh.
Okay, Mythic, we're gonna not acknowledge Luke because Luke is breaking into a type of content creation that I can't say I'm quite a fan of, and would rather not advocate here. Although, if you enjoy it in your own personal time, that's no skin off my nose.
Where do you keep coming up with these weird phrases?
I swear, people say that.
No, they don't.
Don't people say that?
Skin off your back is what I've heard.
Whatever.
off my
You can do what you
nose?
want, and it's not my problem.
What are you, Rudolph?
Okay, Mythic, you and Luke need to like go like hang out. All right. Sweat off my back, maybe.
That's close enough.
That's probably better. It's probably better than what I
These
said.
phrases are weird.
I don't know where I think I hear
Skin
these
off
things.
My nose.
I swear people say that.
No, they don't.
I swear someone
Back
has
in
said
the
that.
1940s.
We don't need to talk about high school days.
It was rough. Where do you even see the high
Mythic,
school
you
comment?
and Luke would be like super dope friends, by the way. like you guys should seriously like start your own group chat and live stream. You'll probably get more views.
Probably, honestly.
So are you guys indie filmmakers? I feel like that's an insult to indie films. So, I guess technically I am, but because Thomas is really just like mainly a suit actor, and I do all the writing, and I worry about the cinematography when I can. Obviously, I can't do that when I'm in front of the camera. I like your voice, by the way. Thank you.
Which one?
I'd probably me because I haven't shut up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. I've had people tell me or people ask me if I can sing. I promise I can't. I won't do that to you.
Yeah, you.
Thomas is my brother's name. Thomas is my brother's name too. Would you look at that? Yeah, Mythic, I know what you're trying to do. I can read. I think we can all be... Maybe, Mythic, maybe we can, but you gotta get over your addiction.
Oh, your brothers. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, there's one shot where it's like you're like 5'5" and I'm like 6'7". I can't find.
There's a
myself.
few shots where the height difference between us. So I'm 6 years older than you,
Mhm.
and he's like way taller.
Yeah.
And I'm not cool with it. Mythic, look, man, like you can do whatever you want, bro. I really don't mind, but like I'd rather not hear about it. In this instance. Like Mythic, I might have to kick you off.
Are you gonna do that though?
I might, cause like I don't want to be a jerk, but like, does anyone have any like actual comments or questions that are Armored Guardians related or channel related at all? I almost forgot what we were doing. The width of the shoulder pads makes it so much worse.
It really does.
I will say there was a fair amount of distance between us in that picture. Yes, this is a friendly channel. And Mythic, there are plenty of things wrong with that you know well aware of that I don't need to get into. Watch your first episode and it was so fun to watch. Thank you, Cure Mary, for actually bringing this live stream back to its topic.
I want to answer that question though. What's your favorite KDH song?
Okay, answer it.
I want to answer it.
Okay, answer it.
Takedown's pretty good. I like Takedown. That's it.
Okay.
I was done too. Is also good.
He really wanted to.
I like all of
mention
them. I
that.
don't know. It's kind of hard to pick. Okay, you go.
So what's the Armored Guardians lore? How would you describe it to convince me to check it out? Okay, so it's pretty much tokusatsu, but kind of merged with like drama and like small town aesthetics. And it's so hard to get into the lore because I'm trying to not spoil stuff, and it's really difficult. But I guess I would say if you like practical action and a very low budget, like a really like simple, but hopefully somewhat effective, film style, then that's kind of what we're going for. Hi Hayden.
So, please kick Mythic.
We're probably gonna kick Mythic. Whoa. Almost spit a bar there. I'm sorry, Ariel. If he doesn't stop, I think he's been quiet for. No, he hasn't.
You're kind of saying some weird stuff there, man. Also, I don't like Golden. It's really overplayed to me. They play it so much in Walmart. I don't like it. That's probably the one song that I probably would not listen to for a while.
Mythic has been put in timeout for 24 hours. You're welcome. I love how parenty it sounds. It's like, hey, we can't, like, we're not just kicking him. It's a timeout. We're putting him in the corner.
Needs to go back.
But thank you for giving it a watch if you haven't already. Mythic had some substance addiction problems that he was very adamant about letting the group know, and we weren't a great fan of it. Elizabeth, we see your comment.
Get out of the chat. Get out of the chat. Go away.
I'll put you in timeout too, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is in the chat. If anyone else has watched the first chapter, Elizabeth played Armored Guardian Talon or Taylor, and okay, Luke, I was on your side, buddy. I thought, Luke, that you had won a major battle in life, but Luke is a little baby man.
I love how you picked like the last
yeah.
option. If
So I could put you guys in timeout for 10 minutes. I jumped straight to 24 hours because I'm a jerk, I guess.
If there was longer, he would have. 14 years.
Mythic and Luke are the same person. Probably. That would make a lot of sense.
Heck.
Elizabeth, do you have a question or comment considering Chapter 1 of the Armored Guardians?
She's about to take a shower. She's probably gonna ask me to use the bathroom.
No, we're good.
We're good.
And we hate you too, by the way.
He said that, not me. I didn't say anything.
She said, hates y'all.
Oh, man.
You need to get back over here.
No.
You good? What?
How much longer are you gonna do this?
Probably just another minute or two. How long until next episode? So I answered this earlier, but that's okay because I know we got some viewers fluctuating. I'm not going to try and give an exact release date for Chapter 2, and because it really is going to make it very hard to actually meet, and also just make the whole process very unfun.
I also like the question from Turkey Tom 5. I'm personally a believer. I love Jesus Christ. He saved me from a lot of things. He doesn't, but it's okay. I still love him. But that's all I want to say. That's all I wanted to say.
I would hope so. Hello, Jordan, or Jordan's father. Do you have a question about the first chapter of the Armored Guardians? Thank you for joining us.
Yep. You can tell that already.
The guy with the orange hair, are you Craig? Off Drake and Josh. Yes, I am. That was definitely me.
Yep. You would have been like what?
I would have to be a lot older for that to be me.
By the way, can you try to sing? Dude, I can't sing. No, seriously. If I can't sing Rihanna, I can't sing. Oh, what's her name? Oh no.
I don't know.
Is it? It starts with an R. Rumi? Is it Rumi? The main person?
Andrew doesn't watch that.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm busy, dude.
I can't sing any of it. It makes me sad. I still sing it anyways, though.
Okay.
This is just the same person, but different accounts.
I think it is, dude. Luke, how many accounts do you have, brother?
We just have like 6 group of friends. Just find this one live.
I think we're gonna call it there because we've gotten very off topic. It's been very interesting though.
I mean, we have that one. Which part took the longest to film?
Like which scene? I'm guessing.
There's a spider.
Where? Oh, you're kind of big too.
It's alive.
So the scene that took the longest was probably the first fight scene with Samurai. That we filmed the transformation scene.
Spider.
We filmed the transformation scene in like August of last year, and then didn't actually get to finish it until like November. So I guess technically that was the longest part, even though it was only I think 3 filming sessions.
Yeah.
Hi Haley.
Haley Johnston. Turn from now was a chat. I'm kind of grounded right now. So when my mom wakes
Okay.
up.
This is our first live stream actually, so you've actually made it for 100% of our live streams, Ariel. So, good to know.
Nice.
Does anybody have any more questions? I really, I didn't think it was gonna take this long, but
You guys smoke by chance? No. Nope.
Luke, how many accounts are you willing to make today? I know it. Even if it's not Luke, I'm just gonna. So Haley, I'm sorry if you're a real person, but we've been dealing with somebody that's really obnoxious, and I'm not gonna take any chances. So, would you be making any behind-the-scenes videos of filming? We have 2 behind-the-scenes videos up already. What?
Spider's pooping.
Thomas, can you kill it real quick?
Yeah.
We have 2 behind-the-scenes videos up from July or August, and so those are available right now. If you want to go and watch that, you can leave. I'm not gonna make you stay here. But the first one is more serious because it's me kind of being like mushy about being happy to film, and the second one is a lot more laid back and funny.
There aren't any.
Okay, I'm trying really hard to end this without leaving anybody hanging. So,
Gosh, you're big. I can't find a way to kill it.
so we've had a couple people be very obnoxious, and we're pretty sure they were using more than one account. So that's why I'm basically banning people like that. Yes, what is your question? Thank you for coming to the chat. We are hopefully going to be posting pretty regularly in some capacity. What is it exactly? So it's like a tokusatsu, low budget action type of deal. I don't want to just be like, it's Power Rangers because that's the easy answer, and it's really not correct at all. But like, if that's what helps you relate to it, then go into it with that mindset. And it's going to be a mini series. So we have the first chapter out now, and we're planning 2 more and a short. And we could do more shorts. Not sure yet, but I think we're good. Okay. I think that's everybody. So I'm just going to have to end there. Thank you so much for joining our first live stream and giving us some very interesting comments and questions. We'll see if we can do this again sometime soon. Luke, if you're still watching this, you know, I hope things get better for you, Luke. I really hope they do. You guys have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.